Now, swing the club back and forth as if you are swinging a rope or the orange wheel, right? Again, make sure that as you swing, use the legs and they have the rhythm, and then using the shoulder turn instead of the arms. Kick the ground and throw both ways, throw. So let's make it easier. You don't have to swing that hard, but try to have really consistent swing plane here. Throw here and wait until this is completed, and then throw here, wait, this is completed, and then throw. You can go easy, but try to feel the plane. Consistent plane both ways. It's go easy, particularly easy on your. And one thing. When you start the swing motion, you always go that way, and then you do repeat the same thing. Without using the legs, you just bring the club up here and then start the swing. So try to do this. First, throw the club this way, and then go here. And then as you go back, you have to use the right leg. Throw both ways, throw and wait, throw and wait, throw and wait, throw. Give it more time at the end of the backswing. Let it go, wind up, let it go. BJ, sing. BJ, sing. Oh, still rushing. Give enough wind up. So at the end of the backswing, give extra shoulder turn. Don't rush down here. Let it go. Let it go. BJ, sing. BJ, sing. Throw in the downswing. Throw. Try to throw. Throw the club head. Yes. Throw. Wind up. Throw. Wind up. Throw the head. Throw the head. Yes. So when you have enough time at the top, you don't rush, then you can prevent this swing here. Just the wind up, using the wind up and then throw instead of the swing motion. When you turn, you try to stand up at the same time. That's coming from everything is on this side here. Have a good wind up here, stand on the right side from here, just to throw the club by kicking the ground with the left leg. Okay. You don't have to, just throw it. So imagine there's a sticker or a piece of gum sticking here. You want to shake it off, okay? By swinging. Then, and then by quickly throwing, you will be able to shake it off. If you just try to do this, if the speed is not high enough, then you cannot throw it away. Shake it off. So on the way down, your goal is to throw the hands and the club head, throw instead of dragging your hands and try to lift it up. Yes. Throw. So then this motion here, the follow through, is just the aftermath of your impact. Yeah. You develop good speed and then go hit the ball. Then in the follow through, you are slowing down instead of lifting the arm high up here. Yeah. When your arm goes high up here, that means you're putting a lot of effort in the follow through, which is not a good idea, right? Because you're hitting the ball down there. Yeah. Once you develop speed and they hit the ball, then let go and then slow down here instead of big motion here. Yeah. Throw here. Throw toward the ball. Throw the club toward the ball and then ultimately toward the target. Yeah. Connect the backswing, wind up, throw. Wind up, throw. Wind up, throw. Have a bit more time at the top. Let it go. Wind up, let it go. Yeah. Now, let's go to the so-called two-step drills. In stage 3. In stage 3, there's two more steps. But in stage 1, you actually take 2 steps here, and then swing, and then 1 step is stage 2. Stage 3, no step. Throw the club toward the target, bring it actively back, and then swing. This is called the trigger motion. Okay. Trigger, backswing, and then swing, downswing. That's the stage 3. So stage 3, give me stage 3. Using the trigger motion, have an active backswing, and then...
Show me going forward first.
No. The trigger is too weak. And also remember here, when you're dealing with the club, the motion of the club head is what's important. It's not about what you do against the club with your hands. Yeah. Instead of going up like this, because what's important is the plane the club head is following here, right? It's not about your hand motion a little bit and then the club head is lifted like this. This motion does not really help the backswing. It has to be on the swing plane here. Club head central.
So show me what you want me to do.
What you just did was this here. Then your wrist is putting a lot of effort here to maintain here. But let it go, let it go. Ease the wrist a little bit.
Losing my wrist. So.
Yes, and then the goal is to move the club head the way you want. The club head should move along the swing plane. And also, wait. So we'll just do cycle by cycle. So trigger, backswing, and then downswing, finish. Come back, trigger, backswing, and then downswing. That means your trigger should be reasonably large, about this high, so you can use this and then have an active backswing.
And when you say explain trigger.
The trigger motion, this motion here.
Okay. This one.
Yeah,
forward.
yeah, that motion is trigger motion, the trigger motion.
Okay.
Swing harder, swing harder. Using the trigger, have active backswing. Now this is a almost rear swing. No, it's not active enough. Remember, before this we had the continuous motion, right?
Yeah.
In the continuous motion, your backswing was a lot faster.
Okay.
We need to have the same thing. Using the trigger motion. No. You just rushed. You stopped about here and then rushed down.
So you want a full backswing?
Yes.
Faster?
Yes.
Okay.
The same thing, but we reduced the number of swings here.
Okay.
It's arm driven, it's just arm driven. As in the trigger motion and in the backswing, you're not using your body that well. Remember, it's here. Just cycle by cycle. Yeah. Instead of continuous motion, you will just limit it to one trigger motion, active backswing, and then swing. Okay? But this trigger motion should give you active backswing. Using the trigger motion, you want to make active backswing.
Okay.
That's the backswing.
Okay.
Full backswing.
Okay. Better?
It's better, but you were rushed here. Before this motion completed, you already started. You forced it to move this way. At the
So
same
you got to
time.
think about the roll or the
Yeah.
continual.
So you have to wait until this motion is completed and then start the backswing. Here also, after the backswing is completed and then go downswing. Instead of quickly pull and then quickly pull here.
Okay.
Then it's all arm driven.
Okay.
That's better. But here, when you do the trigger motion, it's about body turn, about spine axis instead of no extension. The backswing is not fast enough and large enough. Yes, that's better. Again. Mm-hmm. Rushed. Yeah, rushed. You'd better wear the gloves. Glove. Because you have to make several swings, and then I don't want you to lose that club. It may hit me. So use your every possible effort, but the key is using the flow of motion, you have generate good downswing. In the backswing is still a bit too snappy here. Just use whip and then relax it. Instead, woo here. You have to connect the backswing to the downswing.
That felt better, but.
Yeah, that was better. That was better connected. But in the backswing, you have to use your right leg more. So here, from here, using the right leg, no, not standing up here. Using the right leg, promote this turn here. The leg action is not giving you this motion, rather, leg motion will give you a good turn here. That's better. That's better. However, in the downswing is still very arm driven here. Yeah. You have to use the shorter turn here. With that, throw. Have the image of throwing the club and the hand towards the target. Both ways you are throwing. Okay. Both ways you are throwing the club. And the transition from the trigger to the backswing is a bit rushed.
Okay.
You have to wait until this motion is completed. And complete, and then as you can do it in the swing motion. So here, wait until this is completed, and start backswing. Still, this backswing is a snappy. Remember, connect the backswing to the downswing. No. Here. Ooh. Yeah. So in the backswing, here. In the backswing, from the trigger motion, the reason why we're doing trigger motion is not to use your arms here, but rather turn the shoulder, using the shoulder turn and then bring this activity. Is to promote good shoulder turn. So trigger motion here, shoulder turn here, and then shoulder turn. Instead of, you have to turn the body by using the legs. Use the legs. That's better. And then, so in the backswing, you're using the right leg more actively. In the downswing, you're using left leg more actively. Again.
I'm so rushing so much, huh?
This is just a matter of repetition. If you repeat this motion continuously, then you will find more comfortable flow.
Okay.
Yeah, your body will gradually adjust, so no need to rush. And as we do this, go back a bit more, aim the tee.
Yeah.
You tend to have really steep swing plane
Swing
here.
out the tee.
Yeah, so reach out more. Then you have to lean forward a bit more, reach out more, and then your target is the tee here. Swing toward the tee. So make a bigger arc. Again. In the backswing, I don't really see your right leg action. You're just turning here and then bring the club over your shoulder. So here, this is the idea. So as you do the trigger motion here, you have to put your weight on the left side and then go here, right? Go here instead of just turning here. Look at this. Look at this. Go here and then slightly shift right, and then turn here. In order to turn well, you have to shift that way first.
Yeah.
Remember, that's the first thing we practiced.
Yeah.
So you shift slightly left and then throw. You shift to the right and then throw. Shift to the left and throw here. So, you have to use the shift motion to make everything easier. So before you turn, you have to shift first and then turn. So toward the end of the trigger motion, while you're waiting here, okay, until it's completed, while you're waiting, and then you're starting, shift first, and then turn. Then you will be able to turn around the right leg here.
So before I come down from the trigger.
So still holding here, and then shift away. So you have a shift motion.
Yeah.
Then if you turn here, then you'll have to turn around the right leg here. Then you can support your body with the right leg here, right? And then from here, slightly left shift, then the weight is now on the left side, and then turn here. So instead of just to go up and then try to come down, go up here and shift slightly and then turn. That's why you need time there.
Okay.
So the shift is done toward the end of the turn here. So go toward the end of the turn, you already shift here. And then as you turn this way, toward the end of the shift, end of the turn, you are shifting. It's called recentering. And then swing. So, as you throw the arms and club this way, throw and then you are recentering here, ready for the down
Makes
swing.
sense, yeah.
So it will give you better balance. Because the body part, your arms and club are going in one direction, then in order to maintain good balance, eventually you will have to shift it this way to maintain good balance, but at the same time also load on the other side so that you can let it go. So add more shift motion as you do the state 3. Don't be afraid of shifting the body. You have to add the shift motion to the level you can, do it without any difficulty.
Okay.
And currently, you are emphasizing too much this motion here. That's why it becomes snappy here. And then shift and push, shift and push. Again. In the downswing, you're not using the body at all. You're just using the arms here. It's because you're not preparing your body. Now, let's do this. Both the trigger and the backswing, and also downswing, make more effort. Give more effort, and then make it more rigorous. Now, it's just use your maximum all the way from the trigger, the backswing, and the downswing. Your goal in the downswing is not just this action, but have enough wind up here.
Yeah.
So don't stop, and then stop here. Still you are doing whoop, 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 here. Whoop, whoop. You have to connect the backswing to downswing.
It felt better, but
The backswing was a lot faster. That was good. Now, do you still have the back problem?
a little bit.
When you turn the shoulder more, then you have
Well, what do you, like, I can turn whatever way you want. You want me to, where am I lacking turn on the backswing?
Your
When I'm all the way
shoulder.
up here?
Yeah, you have to turn your shoulder a bit more.
Okay.
What happens is if the shoulder does not turn enough, then you have to use the arms here.
Yeah.
And then arms here. When the shoulder turns enough, then using the shoulder turn, then you can throw the arms.
Okay.
So toward the end of the backswing, try to add extra shoulder turn.
Okay.
That way you can have more time, so you don't rush. If you try to add extra shoulder turn at the end,
Okay.
then you cannot rush. Because you want to turn this way, you cannot rush down, right?
Yeah.
So give extra shoulder turn at the end. That will give you good wind up, and also you can connect the backswing to the downswing. That's better, that's better.
Better?
And then in the downswing, ultimately, as you turn your body, and then later you have to let the arms go. If you fail to let it go, then you have to turn quite a bit here.
Okay.
By throwing the arms and club, you are slowing down your body.
Okay.
And then you can have a nice finish here. But if you keep turning or keep using the arms, then you end up with the large
Yeah.
downswing there. So throw.
Turn that time.
It's getting better, it's getting better. Yes, definitely it's getting better. In the trigger motion, still trigger motion is a bit weak here. You're using the only arms here in the study. Instead, the trigger motion should be body turn here. Using still trigger motion should be also coming from body turn, and then body turn. Instead of, if you just use arms here, then you will not be able to really take advantage of the trigger. So body turn, and then body turn. Shoulder turn. Even in the trigger motion, you have to have good shoulder turn. So as if you are using these muscles to turn the whole upper body. Okay, if you are using these muscles here, to turn the whole upper body in the trigger motion, in the backswing, then you're using these muscles more instead of these.
Yeah.
Then again, you're using arms intentionally here. Just remember when we use the E-bell, using the leg action, the body action, you are throwing. Just to throw the club head toward me. Yes, that plane was really good. And then after throwing, you have nicely finished. Yes, but you can throw a lot faster than that.
A lot faster.
Yeah, your backswing, your downswing can be actually a lot faster with your body. It can be a lot faster, but you are not really catching it. Okay?
Just swing hard, turn harder.
Swing harder, but you have to use the body instead of using the arms. And you have to use the legs. Again. Still, here, in the backswing, you still have this whoop. And then here, go easy here. Instead, woo, here. Imagine you have a sandbag in front of you. You're hitting the sandbag. Okay? If you want to hit the sandbag really hard, you don't do this. You don't do this. Rather, yeah. Your goal is to have good punch here, right?
Yeah.
But by using this motion, you're preparing the muscles and then hit here, using the body. Instead of whoop. Currently you're doing whoop, whoop, yeah. Instead, you have to use all these muscles in the wind up to prepare for the downswing here, and then let it go instead of whoop and then go easy and then try to go. Here again. You have to use the wind up. You have to connect the backswing to the downswing.
And when you use that noise is helpful that you make the woo. That doesn't mean faster. And when you say connected, I understand what we did with the rope, what we did with like the board thing there, but snappies and am I just whipping it back and then whipping it straight through? And it's, I don't have I'm going whoop, whoop.
Yeah, so
And I need to be
when you connect,
whoop.
still your goal is to have good downswing motion, right?
Yeah.
Using the, just wind up and then let it go here. Wind up and let it go. The fast motion will help that, but your action is always try to, here, is that, and then here you have to develop good speed here. Throw, instead of whoop, whoop. Okay, so connect, have the image of connecting the backswing to downswing. So here, wind up and then let go. Using the wind up, you are doing the downswing.
Okay.
That's better, yes.
Better?
That's better. And in the downswing, you don't have to swing all the way here because the impact happens here.
Okay.
So go up and then your effort will be here. You're putting effort here and then develop good speed and then hit the ball and after that you just slow down here.
Release. Okay.
The trigger is weak. You are using the arms here. Turn the body. Again, you did the whoop here instead of whoop here. So using this woo, woo, even here is connected. Woo instead of whoop, whoop, whoop. Here. Okay. Woo. So if you have a speed of 1 in the trigger motion, in the backswing you have trigger speed of 2. In the downswing, you have speed of 4, let's say.
Yeah.
So as you continue this motion, it gets faster. 1, 2, 4 here. Then, ooh, everything connected in with one motion, one continuous motion. You don't just up, here. Connect. That means you have to maintain the muscular effort all the way. Make a continuous motion. Yes, connection is better now. Make it just more vigorous now.
Make what?
More rigorous. And then your left leg is kind of silent in the downswing. You see, key in the throw. Remember, in order to push hard, you have to drop before that, right? So in the backswing, as you wind up, and then you are bending the knee slightly.
Yeah.
And then key in the throw. So the other was a snappy.
Yeah.
Connect everything. Rushed, and then too much turn this way here. You are not really connecting here. You have to put more effort early on here. Go up here and then early on here. This is when the lead arm is parallel to the ground, when the club becomes vertical in the front of you. This phase here is where you put the most effort here. So, and the good effort here, and then throw instead of whoop, and the whoop here. Woo here. Woo here. Woo. So in the downswing, you have to put effort earlier than later. That's why you need to connect backswing to the downswing.
Hard to get that feel.
That connection is better. Connection is better now. It's more continuous.
Okay.
But the thing is, you need to awaken your legs.
Yeah.
So this action, active action, is coming from leg action here. In order to have good leg action, with bend first and then kick, bend and kick, bend and kick, bend and kick. So when you shift it, what happens is this. From this motion, this continuous motion here, trigger, and as you go in the backswing here, and here, you have to bend this side. Ooh, ooh, and then bend, so go here this way. And then as you go backward, shift, just bend, right? Then it's easier to push the ground. Now push the ground with the right leg and then turn. Oh, already you stand up here. No, here.
Do that one more time for me.
So throw here and then you shift. This is bent here. This is bent here, and then by kicking the ground here, you're turning here. Yeah. That motion is not coming from your arms here, but rather kicking the ground with the leg and turn. No, that should be also throwing here. Throwing here. Both ways. And also in the downswing, before you start the downswing, so good wind up here and then bend this side at the end of this. At the end of the backswing, bend the left side, then kick the ground and then throw. So in order to use the leg good here, you have to bend, kick, bend, kick, bend.
That's
kick.
something that I don't have the feeling of that right now. Like previous to sneaky, I don't have that feedback. I don't use the ground at all.
So what we did was actually that action here.
Yeah.
In order to do this, you see, bend and then kick, and then bend and kick, and then bend and kick.
Yeah.
So that's why you need to add that shift motion here. Instead of just the turn here. When you add the shift motion, naturally the direction you are shifting, the knee will bend. With that, you can push the ground. Give a bit more shift motion. That's okay. Have a more shift motion.